All right, 1101, we are nearing the end. This is the week in which you have to turn in your research essay. This research essay, look at the announcement, 3 to 4 Galileo sources, page count of 4 to 5 pages. Okay, look at the announcement. Everything is enumerated there, what you need to do. Okay. So this video, I'm not necessarily going to talk about each and every one of those things. I'm just going to kind of give reinforcing points in this video. So to those now, of course, the end of the week, Sunday, the 6th, your final research essay is due. That is on the topic that you wrote about for your argumentative and persuasive essays a couple weeks ago. By the way, those essays are going to be turned around to you this week. Okay. So be on the lookout for those. And you're using the same topic, this time incorporating research that you found into the body of that paper. Okay. Some of you have come to me saying you're having issues finding research for your research paper. Now, if you absolutely had to change your topic, I guess that's understandable. I mean, it depends. It depends what it is. I ask you all to come to me, email me, and let me know. But keep in mind, you're not always going to find a perfect match, a perfect one-to-one between your precise topic and thesis with what's out there research-wise. The trick is, research paper writing is kind of an art and skill where, let's say your topic is dogs should no longer be bred at puppy mills, okay? Just as a random example, okay? You put that in the search criteria and you're not finding anything that has that phrase in there. Let's say dogs being bred at puppy mills, yay or nay, good or bad, okay? Well, if you're striking out, try refining your search criteria. Maybe try typing in the benefits of a purebred dog versus a mutt breed of dog. Okay. Kind of an extemporaneous off-the-cuff example there, but my whole point is sometimes you have to find or enter in a tangentially related set of search words or phrases that isn't always going to be precisely what you started out with. But what you're going to be able to find are related ideas, okay? You might not be able to find precisely that gleaming gem of an article that has right there in the title. There it is, your very topic even, okay? It's not always going to work that way. It'd be too easy, okay? What you have to do is make the source work for you. And the way to do that is to incorporate, you don't have to incorporate big giant swaths of text from these resources. You could plug in just little words that your source author uses in his or her journal article, or phrases, okay? And you could paraphrase as well, where you're not using direct quotes. You're just putting into your own words what that author had said in his or her paper. Okay, so just by doing that, using just little words peppered throughout your paper from that source here and there, you are satisfying using that source. Okay, so I remember I had to do this all the time. Writing a lot of advanced literature essays in college and graduate school. I didn't always find an exact character analysis of Geoffrey Chaucer's The Knight's Tale necessarily, okay? But I had to ask myself, okay, what is this story talking about, The Knight's Tale? Love at first sight. Okay, well, that's an idea. Let me plug in the term love at first sight rather than Geoffrey Chaucer's The Knight's Tale, okay? This is all to say you have to sometimes be a little creative with your search criteria input when you are searching in the databases, okay? So if you're not finding precisely an exact match to your topic and thesis, don't get discouraged, okay? you need to take the time to read what is being written in these sources, and make the source work for you. Okay, adapt your writing to fit what they have said. Okay, so research writing is its own challenge in that way. You're not always going to find exactly what you set out to look for. That's why this takes time. You need to sort of go about it in a methodical, regimented way. So my point there, I think I've made it. Okay, so what is being returned to you all this week? I think I mentioned the argumentative persuasive essays with no research. What else? Let's see. I think there is another blog up this week. Well, I have our things right in front of me. Let me just go see while I have the page open here. You finished your last journal on argumentative and persuasive writing, talking about the whole point of argumentation. Is it a useful exercise today? What are we doing when we're arguing? Are we trying to convince the opposition? Are we trying even to listen to the opposition? So this week, let's see, going to blogs here. And yes, we do have our fourth blog this week, where you could talk about, kind of like you did in the voluntary discussion forum, your research practices, experiences, and again, just like all the blogs, it's voluntary. So that is an opportunity to earn extra credit on the final paper due next week. Okay. So this week you have, or did I say next week? I meant this week. Forgive me. Your research essay, of course, is due this week. And that is going to be in our lessons tab. You guys are going to go down to shelf 4. And week 8 is open as of you all seeing this video here. Your final essay in 1101, your argumentative and persuasive, is due the 6th. Okay. Now, after that, we actually, I think, have a week in between transitioning from 1101 to 1102, because we started so early, or at least earlier than I'd intended us to start. We started August the 8th, okay? So we're going to have a week, what I'm going to call our final week, okay, after this week, week 8. So next week, we'll have time to for you all to turn in the SLO assignment. I don't know if you guys have done that yet. Remember, it's a student learning outcome assignment for the English department at GNTC. It is an assignment that asks you to qualify yourself as a fox or a hedgehog, according to the essay that's there, and you have to write a short paragraph and give a works cited page and incorporate in text citations, all that fun stuff. This is something that you do have to do before the term ends October 13th. Okay, so the SLO is something that you all need to do if you haven't done it yet. Okay, so maybe work on that. Of course, your essays due. We have our blog. And we'll probably have one more journal opportunity, journal assignment for next week as well. Okay. So basically this week, all you really have to be concerned with is finishing that final essay due on the 6th. Okay. Happy researching, happy incorporating your research. Mind your P's and Q's. Don't give in to temptation and be naughty and plagiarize. The consequences for that are severe and unforgiving. Okay, so please do good and be well. Okay, but in any case, I think that is going to do it for me, for us, for this week. Happy working, and get in touch with me if you need to. And Mr. Churchwell and I, of course, just as always, are in communication and are here as a support for you guys as best we can be. With that, I sign off, wish you a peace out, and see you next week.